Hey everybody. So today I'm going to be doing a review for the brand new Hellraiser movie. Okay, so I have a good many things to talk about with this movie. I just finished it, so these are all still fresh on my mind. So this movie is directed by David Bruckner, um, who is of The Night House, uh, as well as The Ritual. We also have Odessa A'zion, Jamie Clayton, Adam Faison, Drew Starkey starring in this movie, and it is written by Ben Collins and Luke Piotrowski. I'm hoping I pronounced those right. I probably did not, but I tried. So let's talk this movie real quick. So I think that this is a interesting take on the Hellraiser franchise. Uh, that said, other than this, I have only seen Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, and both of those were a long time ago, so I have not seen them in a good minute. But from what I remember, I really enjoyed the first one, and I thought the second one was wild. Not as good as the first one, but still very wild and enjoyable. This one is interesting, and I think that's to be something explored. With this movie, we have a kind of the Evil Dead approach. Or is it Evil Dead? Evil Dead, 2013 approach, where our main character, Riley, is struggling with substance abuse addiction, and she's trying to get better, but it's very hard to get off of that. And she, along with her sort of boyfriend, sort of fling, break into this one warehouse, break into where she finds the puzzle box. And from there on, it plays out exactly how you would expect a Hellraiser movie to play out, except kind of different. It's some people have described this as more of a slasher movie than a straight on Hellraiser, and I think that that is probably the most accurate description that you could possibly give it because it seems to be more in tune with a slasher than like Hellraiser or Hellbound. So let me talk about what I liked. So this movie is very long. It's like 1 hour and 52 minutes ish, um, on its own runtime, and as it goes, it's a little slow in the beginning. Like it is a little slow moving at the start, but it well establishes our primary character, Riley, as well as her situation and how a lot of this is all just accidental on her part. Now, another thing that I really liked was that the movie centers itself around a lot of practical effects. And if there's CG work on the practical effects, then it's just like to accentuate the practical effects to make it look just a little cleaner. Uh, cleaner. um, and I thought that it was really well done in that regard. Like a lot of the sequences made me wince just because I was like, ugh. Like it looks real. Like it's yeah, it looks real. It looks real, and it made me uncomfortable. There's a specific sequence with one character who is in the back of a van, and their entire sequence is about to start, and like the back of the van with this character going this way, and they look forward and see the front of the van with the other characters moving away, and it was such a really cool transition. Like this movie is very creative in that regard. Like all the transitions I thought were really cool. I thought that the special effects work was good, and for the most part I didn't have any issue with the CG. So like it's really good in that regard. I thought the writing, as soon as it found its foothold, started to pick up become a bit more enjoyable as it went on, and overall, I thought that the acting was good. Um, Riley seemed to get better as it progressed, and I felt that other characters were doing their best as well, and it was enjoyable. It was well done in that regard, and that's more or less what I liked about it. So to talk about what I didn't like as much is that some of the characters in this movie feel more like cannon fodder than actually developed characters. And I won't say any specific names, but um, I think that certain characters are not fleshed out much at all. And as a result, whenever they meet their end, it's just not as like emotionally attaching. And I wish that it was maybe a bit more established with these characters, but they didn't do that much. And there was a moment at the end with some 3D CG that I could tell was kind of just hovering there. It wasn't like noticeably distracting in that regard, so it's like kind of more of a little nitpick. Um, but it was I could see it. I could see that it was 3D CG and not like a practical effect. And again, for the most part, they've been using practical effects the entire time. Additionally, the antagonist, I'm not going to say much on because I want this to be a spoiler free review. The antagonist, for the most part, is not as engaging as the antagonist in the original film because there's a bit of a disconnect. And I'm sure that, well, I already have my own theory as to why they went this route with this character as to have like their own little bit of social commentary. But like that said, there's no like real emotional attach, and the antagonist isn't even clear until later into the movie. So it's like, okay. Um, Another thing I liked is that our new rendition of Pinhead, she is very good. She is very good at her job. So props. Really wanted to give her a mention there. So overall, that is more or less my opinions on Hellraiser 2022. Let me know what you thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Make sure to leave non-spoiler stuff down below. I'm interested to hear what you have to say about the movie. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm sure you're surprised you're getting a new video this this soon after Terrifier 2, but ooh, there it is. So, as per usual, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and share with your friends. Um, and I hope you have a great night, day, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one.